Yeah, we wasted 7 minutes. I'm ready, but you guys not ready. Welcome
Connor,
back.
you're the Mick of the group, so you decide.
Okay.
I'm the game master. I can't decide for you what you're going to do in a somewhat sandbox adventure. I am your complex and excitable storyteller, Apgamingreal. Some have described me as mysterious and eloquent. Welcome to the 25th episode of the Corsairport campaign of On the Tabletop, which is nearing the beginning or the end of its second year. So, you know, whatever. It's been like 3 months since we've had an episode of this. I haven't played D&D in that entire time, so I don't actually remember how to play. And these guys barely remembered where they were at without significant cross chatter. So please bear with us.
It's gonna be a good episode.
I promised
That's the makings of a great episode.
to stop making shitty intros last week.
Did you?
Yes, I did during BattleTech. I promised to stop making shitty intros. So what I have to say is this: next week, Shep will be back out again, which means you'll have to remember this situation where I was like, "I'll play Suikoden with you, Connor," but I was kidding, and Connor was deeply wounded by it. And Connor is a good friend of mine. He literally pitched me this show, so now we are going to play Suikoden next week. I will stream it, and Connor will be on a call with me with a mirrored screen.
I have the game ready right here.
This is how excited he is for Suikoden with me.
I knew I had a chance to bring it out, so I said,
That's what's happening. Shep, you won't be
box.
here. John, Cotton, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to go a week without this show. I know that'll be tough because it doesn't happen that often. Shep, let's start with you because I've got your world map open here that you've been working on for weeks and weeks and weeks without telling us what's up with it.
Hey everyone, I'm robSHEPart. So it's good to be back after being gone for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. 5 weeks.
It's 5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So John and I are working on a project where we're going to be doing some world building. I'm doing the creative side of it, which is the artistic and some other stuff. And then he's doing a lot of the game mechanical that I'll let him talk about. But what you see on screen right now is the first, nation. Actually, it's a couple nations because we've got the island nations in the lower left and the main continent in the center. But yeah, I'm going to be developing this. Let me see if I can zoom out too. Come on. There we go. So that's a look of the entire world map. So I'm going to develop this for a huge game campaign that I have planned. That's just going to get bigger and bigger and out of control, but I'm looking forward to it. So basically, we've got some ideas on how to incorporate this entire world into a game system and a game campaign down the road. So yes, that's what I've been working on. John, I'll go to you.
Well, I mean, he already said what I was doing, but yeah, I'm building the game mechanics for the game. Like classes, how combat works, how everything functions, and nothing's really done yet, so I don't really have a lot to talk about. It's all essentially like the alpha version.
What
like
kind
pre-release?
What kind of design philosophy are you looking for? Are you looking at like a
It's kind of
OSR or whatever?
Yeah, it plays like D&D and Pathfinder, and that's kind of the gimmick. It's the same premise of game, like lots of role play, and it's kind of like an in-between of D&D and Pathfinder.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the best I can do without really saying a lot, but I don't have enough to finish to really dive more into detail than that.
Yeah, sure. Just like
stuff we could get into now might change next week. So
yeah, like we've gone back to the drawing board a couple times already.
But I will say it's going to be a very magic-heavy campaign, which, I'm more of a middle-level, lower magic, I think, preference. So for me, doing a heavy magic campaign is going to be pretty cool and different. So hopefully other people will find it interesting and fun too.
Mm-hmm. Over to Cotton, I guess. What have you been doing?
Well, hanging around. Got sick for a little bit. And then I got a tooth pulled on Friday.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Fun.
That's the worst.
But then I got Snapchat just so I could use that anime filter that turns you into an anime character. So
Oh, nice. Yeah. Did you see the one I posted on our Discord and in the PAL?
no, I didn't.
myself.
Now I'm gonna look at it.
I didn't either.
I'll put it up on the RPG one.
I'll be honest, I've been going back and forth between finding somebody to make me a VTuber thing, so I don't have to show my face on gaming streams. You know, one of those like mocap VTuber faces, and I was thinking of going super anime because people, well, we had this conversation already. I don't need to recover it.
How do you make one of those? I thought
I don't know.
because you could get face rig or face rig for it.
But you got to have somebody like draw a thing for you before
Use
it works.
Character Animator from Adobe works really well. So that's one of the good ones you can get. So it'll stream and animate live based on your facial movements, your head movements, your mouth. Pretty awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Cotton.
I kind of look like the moms with the haircut with the ponytail right here that die.
Yep.
Wow. Are you talking about anime moms? Wow, that's a full
Well,
metal
look, that's
alchemist.
what I look like in the anime filter.
Yeah.
The most important characters.
Well,
Look
that's
like
really
the
cool.
mom that's gonna die.
I don't know. I think in general, all the anime faces that they create are going to be very much
Similar?
like the normal characters in an anime, not like the exceptional characters or whatever, right? So you're gonna get that like the mom that dies, or I think I got like the vaguely like what would that be, like scientist type guy, I guess, with glasses.
I just put it on the
scientist.
screen to see if I could get everybody, and it doesn't know what Shep's beard is. It
Well,
thinks
'cause
his
he's got
chin
the mic.
is right there.
What if I move? Wait.
Connor looks like the guy who designs the mech for the main character.
Exactly.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
AP looks adorable.
I don't know what I look like. Send it.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, we need to see this.
I doubt that I look adorable, but we'll see.
I'm pretty
it
sure
resolve my beard?
it makes everybody look adorable.
It does.
I feel like Connor's character looks like the guy who, even in stressful situations, always talks very calmly.
Right.
Like everyone is like, "No, the Zero Codexus is about to explode," and Connor's like, "Calm down. Your suit can handle it." What the fuck?
Oh, it's because you put your finger so that
All right, that doesn't look like me at all, Cotton.
I'll try it again. Look at the camera.
You gotta look at the camera, and then you gotta take your finger away.
The
Yeah.
funny part is it thinks your headphones are his hair.
Oh yeah, let's remove that. Okay, try that now.
Are you ready?
Jesus.
Now you want to get
Shit.
it. AP's going all in on this. I guess we got to show these on the stream, right?
Yeah, we should.
I look
See,
like
the
a
one-
fucking 9-year-old anime character according to this Snapchat.
Well, now
Yeah,
you look
you're the
edgy.
Now I look like a background character in a Studio Ghibli movie.
You do. Oh my gosh.
It is a pretty awesome filter.
That gender bending one makes me look some like middle-aged woman from Spain.
What do we got now?
I don't know. The
Wow,
gender bending
now
one, but
I look
that's
like
awesome.
I'm the main character in like Veroni Kenshin type film.
Yeah.
It seems to have forgotten what my beard is.
Yeah.
It left the real hair there.
It can't figure that stuff out.
Yeah, I can't figure out beards.
I'm like, because very Colonel
Cut.
Mustang-ish, actually.
Todd, when
I'm
you're
like,
ready, try mine again. I'll take my headset off.
okay.
Sure.
Mine is like a
It's like
combination
that.
of if Colonel Mustang and Hajime Saito had a child. A child
When
with
I-
a beard.
I tried it when I first got off work, and my hair was in a bun, so I thought it was a man.
That's weird.
Yeah, it like generic anime male protagonist.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
But with my hair down, I'm the mom who dies, so maybe the hair up was better.
Yeah. It's at least a role improvement, whether you want to be male or not, right?
Yeah.
So at least you don't die.
I do like not dying.
Yeah.
I don't remember who I went now that I got sidetracked.
I don't know that Connor's done his yet.
Let's go to Connor.
Hey everybody, my name is Connor Hughes. And yeah, as far as about week goes, just been working on some covers and stuff. That's been pretty fun. Got a pretty gnarly one for upcoming project for Charlie, and then another commission one. So it's been good. Other than that, quiet week, you know. Been watching Cobra Kai, which has been very enjoyable.
Yeah. How is that?
It's
Saw
good.
the first season.
Listen. Ever since How I Met Your Mother did the thing where they were like, Barney loved the bad guy from Cobra Kai, the like kid who beats the shit out of Danny, and then someone put together a movie that's like, this is when Danny didn't back down and in fact attacked somebody else's property, and I was like, holy shit, this does a great job of showing that this kid is a fucking lunatic throughout the whole movie. Ever since then, I've been like, yeah, Cobra Kai. It seems like a good idea, but I just never got to watching it.
It's good. I would say they do a pretty good job of explaining the main character's motives.
On a 1 to 10, give me that.
What? 1 out of 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10. Yeah.
I'd say.
Give me a rating.
For this kind of, I would rate it at 10 for this kind of subject.
Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been very enjoyable.
You said a 10
for this kind of subject matter, which is like a sitcom-y kind of like family kind of drama. It's kind of just, you know, light drama, light humor, that kind of thing, you know. And it's got like a ton of like callbacks to the movie, and yeah, it's just very enjoyable. It's a very relaxed TV show to watch. For when you're ready, AP, I have all of our anime avatars on the screen.
Oh yeah, let me swap
show
over
the
to
audience.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can skip back to Rob.
I don't remember how to switch now. Oh, here it is. Honor. Perfect. Can you move right a little bit? I don't think people can see John.
Okay. Yeah, on my screen I can see.
John looks like a fuckboy, man. He looks like someone I want to. He looks like a character that like shows up and waits for the girlfriend to get separated from the boyfriend, and is like, "Oh hey, you're out here alone. Want to come back with me? We're having a party at my place."
I mean, you know.
I mean, he also literally does look like Rurouni Kenshin.
Just a little bit. There's no. Not, I mean, Rurouni Kenshin has like red hair and a scar. So
besides the red hair and the scar,
besides the two distinctive features that make him Kenshin, yes, he does look like Kenshin a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I get that vibe. I think. I mean, I do like your eyes in this AP. I think that's very good.
Give me different sized eyes. I hate that. It's too much like real life.
Very good stuff. What other premium Twitch channel show are you going to be able to see all your favorite personalities in anime form?
Pretty much anyone, since you can just pause the stream, hold a Snapchat filter up to the screen, and do it yourself.
I guess you could.
So, like, really easily, Connor. I had a question for Rob, but now I don't remember what it was. It had to do. Oh, what are you drawing your map with? Because it looked great.
I opted to stick with. I tried a couple apps to see if there's anything I like best, but I opted to stick with what I know best as Clip Studio Paint.
Okay,
really?
Well then how did you decide the
program.
world shape if you haven't filled it in yet? That's what's got me real curious. Because it looked very continentally.
I'm trying to think, because there's a couple tools that I use. The continents may have been created through... where is it? So I was going to use WonderDraft. So there's a couple layers of this that I got through WonderDraft. And the reason why I didn't use WonderDraft is I couldn't stream and use WonderDraft at the same time. I think there was a memory leak with WonderDraft, and it was killing the stream. So then I decided, you know what? I could go buy Incarnate, because they have fantastic maps with that. But then I decided, since I'm always trying to make myself draw more, I said I'm going to do it myself. So I picked Studio Paint. Did that answer the question?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple layers. So that the texture layer of the ocean I got straight from Wondercraft, and the continental shapes I got from Wondercraft. So the painting will be mine, but yes, I did get that base from that program. Wonder Draft. I think I called it Wondercraft, but it's Wonder Draft, which is a fantastic program if you're not trying to stream. I mean, it'll compete with Incarnate no problem. Very cool.
Yeah, I remember league problems that you were having. It was a bit of a nightmare. As far as
really
goes.
disappointing. It was a good program, but like it was crashing my stream 100%. So I'm like, okay, I'll do something else. My goal is
and then you took the hard road.
Yes, which I tend to do that all the time. So
Right.
my goal is to build up my skills so that my maps are looking more like Incarnate. But I have a bunch of isometric assets that I'd worked on a couple months ago too. Those are all going to be for the next wave of maps that I do. So the world map is always going to be top down. Regional maps and everything else will be more of a perspective shot, 3/4 up high, isometric. And then dungeons will be top down again.
Very cool. Yeah, I always like isometric. A carryover from that PlayStation era, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a lot
Games.
of fun.
Yeah.
And the forced perspective makes it easy to draw them, and it's rotating the buildings, but keeping them in that isometric perspective is going to be a challenge, but that's all right. I'll go for it.
Yeah, you'd think it's simpler, but it does pose its own like complications as far as like drawing goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope that answered your question, AP.
It did. Does anyone have anything else we need to cover?
Not high. Ready to get to this.
All right, if you're sure.
Whoa. Did you see that magic hand come out of the black drapes behind
I
Cotton?
mean, it's Pondo, and it's not that magic. I've seen it before.
He's giving me drugs.
Giving you drugs? Here
Wow.
you go.
See, I know what you mean by that, but the way you say it sounds bad. So the first thing I need to say, beyond welcome back, is that I need to know everyone's passive perception to update my notes. And the second thing is a reminder to the audience about where we're at since it's been so long. Friends, we are gathered outside of the prison of Yelbarad King, where Ashe and his team of noble adventurers have chosen to wander in like 6 different directions on like 4 different main story quests. They have chosen to go find their friends, Dargor Brightward, human fighter, and his 2 companions, Bell the Illuminator and Zerwaya, whose breath scents of cinnamon. They left with Zoshala and Lashoma, 2 mysterious brother and sister types that, not a lot is known about them, except that they really just don't like Ashe. Which is really not that unusual.
Right, par for the course.
Played this game, and
despite his charisma.
No, in spite of his charisma. No, I think Ashe digs his own grave quite well. Let's say that. That's a good one to go with. You met a Griff by the name of... I don't remember his name now. It's literally been months. Gosh, what was that guy's name?
Who?
The Griff, the guy with
rhino
the
guy.
He wasn't a rhino. He was literally
He was a hippo.
He was a hippo.
Same thing.
He's a humanoid hippo thing from space that came from another plane, and I literally cannot remember his name.
I remember liking his name.
He's probably from the same place that oh crap, what Meatheed was from.
No.
No?
Meatheed was from Monsterland. He's from this planet. Meatheed's just from an island on this world. This guy was from a whole different dimension.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so you rescued that guy when he was having some problems, and by rescue, what I really mean is you encountered him and didn't get shot. Then you escorted him outside because he was lost, and he sent up a flare and left on a spaceship as far as we know. The rest of you are just finishing up a long rest, which should probably update your health bars and all of that.
I suppose so.
Reset your magical abilities. Choose your spells for the day. Your owl, Terrel, reports to you that it was a good night. They didn't ever see your hippogriff friend, whose name I literally cannot remember. Oh, it was Nigel B. His name was Nigel B. I remember because I was just thinking of the other shitty British name I came up with this week. Cecil Badminton. All right, well, this is the point where you guys tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm correcting my character sheet here.
What are you drawing, Connor? Why don't we start with that? That's a good opener.
I'm just doodling until we got into the game. So it's just face. I do have a drawing from a sketch from before that I drew into this thing, because I was been looking at Final Fantasy Tactics again a little bit. If you should be able to recognize the character, maybe.
I don't. Sorry.
You don't?
No.
Wow.
Connor, it's been a decade since I played Final Fantasy Tactics.
Disappointed, AP.
I've been considering going back just so that I could do the thing I never did, which was to get Cloud and the Materia Blade and Materia for it. Sometimes I got Cloud and sometimes I got the Blade, but I never got them all at once.
I'm not sure if it's really worth it. He's sort of crap.
Yes, but I want him, so...
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but I am a Final Fantasy VII fan.
I can tell you this, in the War
I
of
love
Lions
that
version...
Cotton and Pondo aren't looking at each other, trying to hand each other an object.
I saw what he was handing me, but I can't use a straw. And he was handing me a juice pouch.
Was so good. Please continue, Connor.
I will just say that Balthier is an excellent addition from to the War of the Lions version, because he's a really good character. So I don't know if you've played that version, but it's pretty good.
Nope.
Anywho,
I'm sorry, Connor.
Yeah,
somebody in the audience maybe will identify it.
Unless we just woke up. Right. Did he mention that there was a portal down there below that seemed like it went to the infernal plane? No, this is me in character, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he did.
He said he walked there from, the infernal plane.
Think we should do something about that?
Yeah, let's go
Like
in.
what?
We got a long rest.
Do you know how to close portals?
I mean, we'll work it out. Surely there's something we can do.
We'll figure a way.
Well, there's a
let's
will, there's a
walk-
way, right?
Walk towards this hell portal that we don't know where it is and just kind of hope we can shut it off before we wander into it.
But what about those two people we were looking for?
Well, they might have been dragged into this prison.
You think they're farther in?
I think it's
Remember,
possible.
we have no idea. We went to
Yeah.
we were going the direction of this place, and there's that the clearing where they completely disappeared. So we don't know beyond that point.
Well,
I
we do know,
get that.
and we do know that this place has been used before as a place where people get taken.
Okay, well, I'm all for it. Like going in.
Flesh market's closed, though.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
That has not stopped you from repeatedly going inside. Ever. Not even a sign written in blood could stop you from going in.
I just feel like this place has a lot of. we need to complete this place. This place has we've come across it many times, and it'll continue being a thorn in our side until we do something about it. So, I mean, as much as I wonder that maybe folks might have traveled in there, I'm also curious about this portal.
You're not concerned about the people that are missing more?
I mean, I'm equally concerned about a hell portal.
But the missing folks might be inside too.
Yeah, it seems like there's at least a possibility. And I don't think we have any other clues.
I am willing to go shut the portal down if you have an idea how to shut it down.
I've never shut down a portal before. I can't say. Let me just feel like I'm gonna flip through my mental, array of spells here. Just
I'll use my artillery until it's destroyed.
I feel like that's not the answer here. It's a
I don't know.
moderate plan, though. We'll go plan C.
There's so many problems you can solve by shooting an infinite amount of time.
Precisely.
Sound like an okay from AP.
Yeah.
I know we're not the best at coming up with plans, and I feel like maybe that's our problem sometimes.
I have
So
nothing
that's
but my
why I'm
faith.
thinking maybe before we go towards a portal to hell, we should have a plan.
My faith is all the plan I need most of the time.
Oh boy. But we have gotten into very bad situations because we didn't have a plan.
Well, outside of going back into the prison, what would you consider to be a prudent course of action?
Well, I'm not saying we can't go back into the prison. I'm just saying we should have a plan.
I mean, surely.
Gizmo's smart. What should we do, Gizmo?
I feel that I can't be pragmatic about the plan until I see what the situation is. So I think we can prepare to go inside because we've known what types of obstacles we faced so far, but I don't know what I can guesstimate beyond that, beyond the preparation stage. So that would be, if we've got anything at all, that would be defenses. Fire comes up a lot. Charm has come up before.
I mean, surely, Terrel, I mean, you're a wizard. You know about these things. Surely you have some idea about portals and such.
I mean, I know they're a thing, but I mean, I don't know how to deactivate them, if that's what you're saying.
But do you know how they like, at least how they work or how they're conjured?
I suppose I could see if I know.
Yeah, I agree. We'd have to see it because portals could be made in different ways. There could be power sources of, evil magic, or it could be something made out of stone and enchanted, or who knows. But we'd have to go see it.
A question to AP: should I roll a knowledge arcana or something to see if I know about these types of portals in these places?
My goodness, that's literally the exact skill you roll for this exact situation. Oh, you just rolled an 8. Never mind.
Terrell.
Says my passive is 16. If that
Here's the thing about portals. I would like you to explain to me what you were doing during portals class at your Academy of Sentient Books, because I feel like you must have been ignoring. Like, the teacher was like, all right, portals. It's a very Professor Snape. Like, all right, portals 101. If there's one thing you have to keep in mind during this class, it's the following 3 rules that will save your life. And then, like, you open your sentient book, and what were
I
you
was
two
probably
doing?
having a conversation with the sentient book and like doodling somewhere else about creating sentience and improving the sentience.
You were like, but what if we could turn a book into a sword?
Exactly. Yeah, not portals. What are those?
Portals are about getting you places that you want to be. Why not make what's around you into the thing you want instead?
Exactly.
What Connor's saying isn't you should be happy with what you have. It's that what you have should be happy. You should literally make it sentient so that it can be happy.
Right.
Listen, I felt like that was way more clever than people are giving me credit for.
I'm laughing.
Yeah, I have no idea about these portals. I'm sorry.
I'm sure Wynn would know something, but alas, she's not with us at the moment.
If you like her so much, why don't you marry her?
I want to see what I know about portals. If I
do
know
you,
anything.
do you have any proficiency in Arcana?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have proficiency in religion?
Yes.
You can make a religion roll.
Do I have that?
Okay, an
Got
11.
11.
You know that portals like this can allow free transit between 2 or more locations, and that normally there's some sort of source of energy, like an anchor, that keeps it running on one of the 2 sides. That is the full extent of your knowledge.
So I don't know much about, portals, but they did talk a little bit about it at church. There should be some kind of energy source, like an anchor, on one of the sides of the portal.
Right. So all we have to do, worst case scenario, is travel to hell and destroy the link, and then hop back before the portal closes.
I think if we destroy the link, we just get stuck in hell.
You sure we wouldn't have like an interim chance to like jump through the portal, nick of time style?
We don't know where the anchor is.
Let's go find out. I think we should steal the power source.
I think worst case
boy.
scenario, we can cave in, collapse in the prison so that basically the portal is a portal to like essentially nothing, or even put something in the way of it so that basically you go through the portal and then you're immediately stuck into.
Do you know what? Let's just go look at the portal. I feel safer not having a plan after hearing you guys' plans.
Wow.
That's a real vote of confidence.
Yeah. But it works for me. Let's go.
Let's go. So for the 7th time, possibly, we are
That's right.
adventuring back into the prison of Elvarod King.
Yes, but there's a power source in here of unimaginable power, so I think that's worth it.
No one said the words unimaginable power. Just be very clear. You are the only one who has said that, and I just want to make sure that expectations are maintained.
That's okay. It's just in character.
Okay.
Gizmo is excited. Let's go see what there is to see.
So who is offering their blood to power the literal portal that gets you into this place?
Gizmo will do it this time since he's all hot to go.
Roll D4.
That would be right here, right here, right here. Okay. Ouch. That was
Apparently he's
pretty
a little
deep.
too hyped.
Yeah, I think so. The knife slipped and cut me for 4.
Wow. Listen, man. Balthier is, I think, one of the greatest Final Fantasy heroes that has ever been.
I gotta play Final Fantasy like 11.
He's literally
12.
the only reason to play that game. Well, that and the wood elf chick that's his best friend.
Yeah, Fran's
But-
awesome.
You know nothing about her if you haven't played. The thing about her character design is that I thought originally she was wearing high heels, but then as the game went on, I noticed that it's literally just a spiked heel tied to her foot. She doesn't wear shoes.
I've gotten up to the point where I think you get to her village, like in some old playthrough. So I got a little bit of her background, I think.
Nah, Balthier's great. He's literally just like, I'm a great sky pirate who's vaguely Britishish.
Well, they released that new version, right, with Zodiac, so pretty
Yeah,
good.
12 Zodiac Age, yeah. That fixes all the horrible bugs.
Is it good? Have you tried it?
No, I played 12 and I got like 2/3 of the way through it and I stopped. I thought it was weird that you had to gain experience to learn how to put hats on. I feel like equipping a hat is pretty easy. You just put it on your head.
Yeah, but it's like a magical hat. To harness the full strength of that hat.
Do not try to explain it.
You need to be at a
It's a
certain level.
hat, Connor. How hard can it be to put on your head? It's
But
the
to
one
use it
piece of
properly.
clothing that's entirely intuitive. Gloves, gotta pull them on. Pants, pull them on. Shirts, gotta swoop into those bad boys. But a hat, boom, you're done.
I mean, if you put on a suit of plate mail, like you wouldn't exactly know immediately how to, like, walk.
We're not
about.
talking about plate mail. We're talking about a hat. It's a hat.
There are various kinds of hats.
Dude, it's a hat.
No, I work with toddlers, and hats are a hard concept for them.
Wow.
Yeah, see?
All right.
No.
I'll tell you what.
Especially
If I
if they
ever make a
have the
tabletop
little,
role-playing RPG about toddlers, hat equipment will be an experience point gain.
So if it's got the little loop in it, like a ball cap, you know, they think it's like for their arm.
Perfect.
I don't know if we're supposed to be able to see, but I'm blind.
You're not blind. You're just not looking in the right place.
I'm looking. Oh yeah.
Upper left corner, yeah.
Okay.
Same place it always is, Connor.
Of course.
You arrive in the prison of Yeobrod King. It is strangely room temperature for once.
Well, I don't like that.
I mean, when have you liked your time down here?
I
Yeah.
have never liked my time down here. Maybe the first time for a few seconds.
Gizmo, Terrel, and Ashe, all of you hear a strange burbling noise coming from the south, like running water.
I think that was the acid bath is still running again. Maybe.
If you recall, last time you were in here, the acid bath was empty.
Yes, I do recall that. Maybe it's been started up again. What's our marching order? Gizmo, do you want to take the lead, or will I?
I think, I like the idea, but you could tell me up front. That way, if we get nuked, it's only my sacrifice and not the rest of you guys.
I'm not interested in sacrificing any of us, but I mean, hopefully you'll be able to see any. I'll keep you within sight. I think that was our game plan last time.
Yeah, like 30 feet or so.
Or less, yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
So Gizmo will cautiously, you know what? I'm going to try my stealth mode. I've failed on this every time in the past, but let's see what happens this time.
That's a good attitude.
Hey,
No,
it's
I'm
just
being
reality.
serious. That's a good attitude.
Ash, do you have a little bit of light I can't see?
Of course.
All
and
right.
I put a light on her. You have a spear? Yeah, I put a light on your spear.
Okay. Gizmo, you feel like you're moving quieter than you've ever moved in your entire life.
I probably am too. So I'll move the. Is it drapes? I forget. Is it drapes?
It's a giant tapestry. Yeah. So you push it aside and you move in.
Slide past and.
You have
take a
dark
look.
vision?
Do not.
Okay. Do you have a light source?
Crapola.
Okay, I cast. I mean, before you, can I give you light?
You can
before
only
go?
have light on one object.
I can.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what we did last time.
I thought you had
Put the
dark
light
vision.
on your turret last time. And
So
the
we did
turret
it-
went in front of you to light up the room
Yeah,
where you snuck
That's
in.
correct. You use the turret as bait.
Oh, goodness. Let's do that plan then.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll build my turret, and he can put the light on it. Yeah.
Your turret is among you already. You can move it ahead of you.
The light
we
diminishes from your spear,
Okay.
Lyra,
1, 2,
as
3.
you subsume into the darkness.
You make a Constitution saving throw, Gizmo.
Yes. God, I really should be faster than this. Con save.
That's fine. Your force ballista moves ahead of you at a steady rate. As it does, the room beyond, the walls and ceiling, but not floor, have all been covered with vaguely like lava glowing-ish runes with harsh angular shapes. The fountain, it looks like it's now a fountain of blood that is actively streaming at quite a high pressure. Blood down into the pool and then back up out the gargoyle mouths. You get a evil feeling from this room. Quite different than how you left it just hours ago.
So yeah, pass that along to the folks behind me, and I'm like, maybe we should go a different route. So I explain in detail what I see.
Yeah. Okay. Seems like even in the short time that we've been gone, it's already been something's been happening here.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
That's a wise move.
It's a good call.
Well, let me ask, Gizmo, do you bring this information back to everybody? Right? You haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, Gizmo would bring it back to Ashe because he's the closest behind. And I don't have a reason to be just too quiet yet, so I think it'd be pretty easy to speak so that everyone hears me.
Okay. What do you say?
I explained the room, and that there's these runes that are almost like animated lava, and the fountain in the corner is very full of what I sense is kind of demonic blood. Now, my force... What's that?
No, you can go ahead first.
Is there anything happening to the force ballista?
Nope. It's just rolling along, and when you have it stop someplace, it stops.
Okay. So then I'll pass that along. So the force ballista doesn't seem to be damaged by the room, but of course it's a very evil gut feel for this place. Now we can go through, and we know there's going to be a door, or we can go around and try a different route.
Lyra, are you curious about those runes? Like maybe you could do something about them? I don't know.
No, I'm not curious about them.
Okay.
But if you want me to look at them, I guess I could, maybe.
Damn! You were like, Lyra, you curious about these runes? And she was like, nah. Wow, Connor looks like he's drawing Rufus Shinra here.
Are
just
you
based on the
curious
hair.
about the runes?
I mean, I don't really know much about them, so if they're not significant, no, I'm not curious about them. If you don't think they're significant, I'm not curious about them.
What kind of runes are they?
Yeah, does Gizmo know enough to see if they're infernal
Do you
or
speak Infernal?
not? I do not speak it, but we've seen infernal few, so I'm kind of curious
You
if
have
I
a pretty
suspect.
good suspicion that these are infernal.
Okay.
You're not confirmed. You've never seen these particular runes before, but they seem to be of the same alphabet.
Yeah, so I have a hunch they're infernal, guys.
Then I'm not very curious about them because I will not be able to understand them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We could try entering a different path, Gizmo, if you think, or we could try going through that way. Your call.
I think let's go try the north. Again, let's check all surroundings and make sure we're trying all routes.
Okay.
So there's never been any problem with this door, but I'm going to do the...
It is,
Hey, how come I
it is
keep-
locked on the other side, commonly. You
Can
don't
I
know this time.
cast protection from good and evil on myself?
Correct. It will last for, I believe, 1 hour.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
All right, if you're sure that you want to cast it now.
No, but she's getting nervous, so.
Good. See, I asked those kind of questions to make you anxiety.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you don't
fly.
have to. My anxiety is already up.
Good.
It never leaves me.
Wow. That's 2020 in a nutshell right there. Spec that thing up. We're done. What do you want to do, Gizmo?
Can the door be picked from this side?
Yes. You also know that there's a smaller secret door within it.
All right, so I'll do an inspection.
Like a doggy door.
I can
Doggy
try to
door.
I can try to mage hand it open if you want, so you don't have to touch it.
Let's try that out. It worked
Okay.
before.
You push the door open easily.
All right, then. So same thing. Let's send in the... I'm going to call it the clown. Let's send in the clown.
Okay, your force ballista rolls forward until it slams into the next door.
Oh, that's weird. I thought my memory sucks. I thought there was a room here. Okay.
There is.
Yeah,
There's
there's,
the hallway that you're standing in.
All right. So you want to do your mage hand again on this next door?
Sure.
Make it the procedure.
As the door opens, how do I describe this? So the light from your spell is more like a flashlight. It's a completely steady light. Unlike what we would normally think of in D&D terms, like a torch, that's flickering and casts a lot of shadows. It doesn't have a steady light. When your sharp light from the thing hits the next room, you can see that this room is also covered with runes, but only on the floor, and they appear to come out of the secret hatchway that Ashe took a bunch of money out of, in like a spiral away from it until it reaches the wall, and then suddenly the runes stop. So there are spaces in here where runes aren't on the floor, but they are only in like the corners of the room where the spiral hasn't reached yet. They too glow like lava in the darkness.
Do I recognize the runes?
You want to move up to see if you do? Right now, you're hiding behind Ashe in the corner.
And can I see them from here?
Yeah, you can see some of them. You speak Infernal?
I don't think so.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't. An Arcana check. Okay. There it is. And Arcana. 19.
There's nothing inherently magical about these runes.
They just glow?
Yes.
Okay, I will iterate that. These runes don't seem to be magical, from my knowledge.
I will say this. I think your check is good enough that you recognize that the planar functions of this place have changed. It's now, the whole prison is now more evil aligned than it was the last time you were in here. It has been drawn deeper along the path to hell. And whatever language this thing is, in hell, naturally it would glow like this. That's just how language works there.
Okay. So this place seems a lot more evil, but these runes don't seem... they're not...
Yeah, it's not like if you step on
necessarily
them, they
magical.
will explode and they're a curse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the only way you could really tell is cast Detect Magic, but in your experience, this is not a magical spell that you already know that's been written out.
It seems this place is being driven further and further into hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dungeon's leveled up while we've been gone.
Flashback to the "we're closed for renovation" sign outside.
Then there's nothing. Then there's less and less time. We should be hurrying.
Connor, are you saying that time is of the essence?
Time is of the essence. Yes, that's
Perfect.
exactly what I'm saying.
Time is of the essence. Reprise.
All right, so is there a way to get across the room without touching the runes?
Yes. So the runes. Sorry, I haven't described them that well. The runes are basically like 2 to 3 feet on a side, and they're like slashes. So there's a lot of space between the rune that you can step on without getting to anything. It's going to make for like a very weird. It's almost like playing Twister, basically.
Okay. So Terrel, you're saying these are harmless, that we can walk over them?
It says they're non-magical.
I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I'll send. That's okay. That's why we've got the clown. So let's send the Force Ballista across the room to the door in the lower right.
What I want now is for Terrel to make the Force Ballista sentient so that it can know pain as it dies. It easily rolls across the floor. Do you attempt to have it avoid the runes, or does it just roll directly to the other side?
I think the first step on the runes is going to be the cautious one, just to see what happens, and then
Okay.
if the rest seems okay, then off it goes.
So the terrain in here is not as flat as it once was because it's been torn up, especially around where the formerly secret hole is. But the Force Ballista rolls over it quite easily. Even rolling over a rune appears to trigger no ill effect.
Okay. So Gizmo will go in, And I think Gizmo will stay around the outside of the room. So he'll kind of go to that corner, then come back down here, and then wait there for everyone else.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to follow. I'm going to try and avoid the runes. Do you want me to make a check for that?
No, you're a natural athlete. I don't
A
think
natural Twister player. I think I can do this.
Yeah.
I've played many a game of Twister.
Okay, but has
pretty
Ashe
dexterous.
played Twister?
I have not actually played that much games. I was talking about Ashe. That's
Okay.
Twister.
I'll follow them and try to avoid all the ruins too.
Okay. There's no roll that needs to be made. It will take some time.
I'm just making no. She doesn't want to step on a rune.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Got glowing runes over here.
So
Do they
let's
put
just
off enough light that we can see?
Very dim light. It only extends like 10 feet away from each rune.
I mean, I believe AP. I've drawn the canon version of these runes already.
No, I've told you what the canon version of these runes. First off, there are no runes there. You literally just have a crescent with beams of light coming off of it.
From that perspective,
cool,
you couldn't
though.
tell the shape, though. Yeah. I'm just giving it. It's giving the idea of it. It's like
Yes,
not the
it's
actual
conceptual.
thing. Yeah, it's conceptual. Exactly.
Well, concept isn't canon, because if concept was canon, we would have a lot cooler Star Wars art.
Oh.
Have you looked at some of the concept art from the 70s for that? It's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have looked at the concept art for the new movies, and it was also great. But that doesn't mean the movies are great.
Connor, there's one thing you need to remember. In episode 1, Sebulba had 2 women giving him massage and oil before the pod race. That's all you need to know about the Star Wars universe from there.
Yeah, I guess that is sufficient. It's been a long time since I saw the prequels.
I just
Not a-
rewatched all the movies last week.
Ah, that's why it's fresh.
I'm preparing for a Star Wars game, so. Friends, you make it to this door. You're all standing around. Your feet are at weird angles because you're trying not to step on runes.
Okay, let's see what's on the other side.
Terrell, you
Well,
want to do your magic hand trick?
Sure. I do the magic hand trick.
The door opens easily. As light is cast to the other side, you can see that the portcullis is still down at the far side of the room.
What was that box in the middle of the room?
That was the throne, and actually it's gone now. Everything in this room has been removed. If you recall, you met a sort of creature in here that bargained with you, and then you murdered it.
I mean, we tried to, then he ran away like a bitch.
Let's see. Was this the room where a block fell in front of the portcullis?
Yes.
And
There's a
is that
trap
block
on the
still there?
portcullis on the floor where if you step on it, a massive block falls from the ceiling. From this distance, you can't tell whether it is still triggerable or not.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's proceed.
Yep. So I send in the clown. And then I don't recall, folks. Do you remember which door? I mean, we know there's that open door where Ashe is at, but those other 2 doors, you remember anything about those?
I think
Or
we went through this one last time, I think.
Both doors lead south. They both more or less lead to the same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
So
I
which
remember
path?
right, last time this one had the blood dragged through it.
So there is no door there, Ash. You destroyed the bone door that was previously there
Yeah.
Right.
on the western approach.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe last time that's where the fresh blood looked like it was dragged through that door.
Okay. So we'll try and pursue this angle because that's maybe where we should have asked that fellow where if he had seen our friends. Well,
I'm sure we did ask him.
You think we
I just
did?
don't remember what his answer is.
I think he said no.
Indeed.
Gizmo. Gizmo, you hear talking coming from the southwest as you enter this room. It's faint, and you don't understand it at this distance.
So I'll use hand signals to Ashe, stop and listen, point to the ear. Can I tell if it's one voice or two?
It's definitely at least 2, maybe 3 voices.
All right, so I'll do hand signals to him 2 or 3. Hopefully he'll figure out what that means since we've never done that before.
You don't hear it, Ash.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
you strain and you're like your own breathing and like people in your party like flexing, the creak of leather, the Terrel's robes whooshing, but you do not hear the talking.
So I signal to Rob, or
Okay.
sorry, I signal to Gizmo that I can't
It's
hear.
all right.
You're like, what?
All right,
what?
so-
Question mark?
Yeah. You know, mouth here. That's all right. I'll just tell him to stay. I'm going to leave the force ballista there too. And you said it's southwest, so I'm assuming it's behind that door.
The west door, yeah.
Okay. Now that I'm closer, can I hear more, get more details?
I'd like you to make a stealth check. And then I'd like you to make a perception check.
What was the first check?
Stealth.
Stealth and
Yeah.
then perception, yeah.
So here's stealth. Doo-doo-doo. And then perception. My passive is 14.
Your passive is what let you get this. Okay, so you approach the door, and as you get closer and closer, the speaking stops, and you like get up to the door, you put your ear to it, you don't hear anything, and that's when you notice the light from your force ballista is leaking under it.
Okay.
I'm going
All right.
to ready in action to, I guess, attack if something comes through that door.
You don't know
I
any
think I
of
gotta-
this, Ash. You don't know any of it.
Okay. my
Yeah,
bad.
so I'll go back up here and whisper and say, I heard voices on the other side. They know we're here because they've stopped speaking as soon as I got close to the door.
Mhm.
And 2, maybe 3 voices. Could I tell deep or low or a large voice, a small voice?
Nope.
Okay.
It wasn't like some kind of infernal voice. Okay.
I can't tell you. Don't know.
Let's
Like listening to a TV 2 rooms away.
let's stack up.
So you're moving on the door? Are you making any attempt to hide your presence?
Yeah, I'll try and be stealthy. I'm gonna
Alright.
move quietly.
Then let me ask for the whole group to make a stealth check then. And if half or more succeed, then you will cover the ooh. Ooh.
Do you want another roll from me?
I did sleight of hand instead, but I
No,
think
your
they're the
13
same.
will stand. Up to
All on you, Terrell.
It's all up
I
to
don't
you,
have
buddy.
a good one.
Ooh, okay. You all move to wherever you want to be as Ash is getting ready to kick down the door.
Kicking the door, waving my 4-4.
Well,
I'm in position.
You watching what's his name still then? Man Shorts?
No, I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh,
Why,
you're
he-
missing out. They're doing
he
them
quoted
weekly
Biggie?
now, and they're pretty good.
Oh, he quoted Biggie or what?
Yeah.
So
They
can
did
Terrell
an
do
Among
his-
Us version, and it's excellent.
I don't. Yeah, I think we talked about Among Us. I don't know quite what that is though.
Oh, Connor. I'd love to play with you in Among Us.
It's a spy game, right? Like you
Yes.
try and like
There
spy
are
each
1
other.
to 2 deceivers in your group that can kill, and the rest of them have to figure out who's doing the killing. You can only talk when you're at an emergency meeting or when you find a dead body.
Sounds fun.
Everyone's where they want to be?
I guess so.
Okay.
Can Terrell do your mage hand from there?
I can. Actually, let me make sure I can.
Can I ready an action to hit something that comes through this door unless it looks
Yes.
friendly?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
All right, do your thing.
I will mage hand it. Are you gonna ready an action? Anybody else before I open the door?
Well, I'm behind my shield and got my weapon ready, so I'm ready to shoot anything that comes through the door.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. I will open the door if possible.
It does open smoothly.
The door explodes.
Actually, it does, but not in the way you're thinking. So as you finish pushing the handle and swinging the door inwardly, a spike of ice about 3 feet long and fist length wide that comes to an incredibly sharp point sails out of the door. The door, not anything behind the door. The magical trap on the door activates and attempts to attack the force ballista. Which definitely hits because the force ballista has an AC of 18.
Yeah. And it's got, I believe, 25
It's
hit
5
points.
times your artificier level and hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 18 hit point damage as the spike narrowly passes over top and it's like a skateboard riding down a ramp or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, it like shaves a appreciable portion of magical energy and scratches the paint. It's not doing well. On the other side of the door, Gizmo and Ashe, you can see that there is a hobgoblin standing about 10 feet back, holding a crossbow, and as soon as you open the door, he starts screaming in a language you don't understand.
Is it Orcish?
Is it Orcish? Because I speak Orcish.
That's a good question. Let me look it up.
It's probably Hobgoblin.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever made a language check on any of this stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
He is
It's definitely
speaking
gonna be
goblin.
Yeah. A nasty language if I ever heard one.
Wow.
That's racist, sir.
What?
We've already established that all of Connor's characters are fantasy racists. Yeah, so he is holding a longbow, and when you open the door, he's screaming. He doesn't fire, but the bow is like held back and creaking, and he's shouting at you, and he looks either constipated or angry or scared. It's hard to tell because he has a considerable force of armor about him. He's wearing half plate. He's got a skull cap. This ain't your mama's goblin. This is a hobgoblin with the good stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gizmo, does your held action trigger? There is something on the other side of the door.
Yep, I'll fire.
Okay. I've seen this before. This is literally the plot line to season 1 of Babylon 5.
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, and Ashe, you can activate your held action as well if you want to attack the spell, since you did specify something that moves.
Okay. So you're saying the ice?
Yeah, the
didn't that
ice
already
spell.
hit?
It
Did
did,
it already?
but I just want to have you like uselessly try to attack a piece of ice that's flying through the air.
I mean, I could shield bash it into to try to deflect
well,
it.
I mean, it won't deflect. We already know it hits, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity to have a jump scare. You shoot him. He looks shocked to have been shot. Now it's time to roll initiative.
Well, we could have chatted with him. Thanks, Rob. I'm joking. But that did seem like a chat encounter potentially.
We've learned before. Oh my God, we've learned before. Shoot first, ask questions later.
I like asking questions first.
So my roll
Yeah.
didn't go through, but it was a 1.
Wow.
So with my initiative plus, so it's going to be a 4 total.
Does the initiative default to the player or to the GM in this case?
I get to choose. That's what the player's handbook says.
I
Terrel?
don't want to go first. Please roll higher than me,
I'm
Terrell.
trying. It won't let me
Fireball.
roll for some reason.
Have you selected your token?
Yeah,
I
click
thought
your
I
icon.
thought I did. Oh,
We
I
moved
know-
screens,
I
so
did-
you might
I
have to
did
do it again.
No, I did. Yeah, I did.
He had the ruler on.
Yeah, I had the ruler on. There you go. And is that working right?
It is. It's working so correctly that you're going first.
It actually doesn't even have the modifier on it. No, it does have the modifier on it. Cool.
So you're up. What do you want to do?
I
You don't
can't
know that there's a
see anything.
hobgoblin there. You just hear someone screaming in a language you don't understand. An ice bolt comes out of the door. Gizmo shot somebody, and you heard someone go, "Ah!"
Blah, 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 blah.
Wow, Connor, no.
Let me
No?
see.
Have
Come
more
on.
respect for the goblin language.
Yeah, you've just offended our goblin watchers.
Yeah,
I forgot that now, yeah, you can
that's a
play
hard
as a
audience to
goblin.
break into. Okay, I'd appreciate if you showed them the respect that they deserve. It's hardworking gobs. All right.
I forgot that you could play goblins now.
Cool.
In Pathfinder,
I
they're
have
a
an
main
idea.
character race.
So the flame sphere says I don't need to see. It doesn't say anything about needing to see where I move it. Is
That's
that
correct.
true? Cool. So I'm gonna drop a sphere and move it into that room.
Okay. You're just where in that room? Because you have no idea where anyone is in that room.
I'm just I'll move it like there.
Okay.
I think that's all I can move it anyway. Yeah, right where that block is fine. And it is cast at 2nd level.
Yes. You can move it, jump it 10 feet. Okay, so it's shining light. It ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried. This creature must make a saving throw when you run into it, and it stops in that location. So it stops right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it stops when it hits him. That's
Yeah,
right.
it stops when it hits him, and it deals damage. Okay, so
Cool. I've got to roll damage, right?
yep.
Wow, that was terrible. That was so bad. Yeah, three damage.
Need one of those feats where you re-roll 2s and 1s.
Yeah, I have that in my other campaign.
Only you are a great weapon master halfling.
Yeah.
Or a sharpshooter,
Sharpshooter.
as I've discovered from Zonolar's campaign.
Motherfucking sharpshooter out here shooting at disadvantage. Lyra Fulbright, what do you want to do?
I want to use my action to say, what is going on?
I mean, you
Said
very
all we
clearly
did.
watch Terrel conjure a sphere of flame directly in front of Ashe and send it rolling into a room. After that, you hear some screaming.
Yes.
There's been
And
a
you saw the
trapdoor and
mighty.
there's a hobgoblin.
You saw the ice stick almost take out the forest ballista.
Can I ready an action to cast a spell if there's immediate danger to one of my companions?
Yes, but I will point out that you can't move.
No, I want to stay here.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
What spell?
Oh, spiritual weapon.
All right. Gizmo Rumplestomp.
Let's do the bonus action first for the Force Ballista to fire. And
Okay, that will hit.
is he down, stunned, anything?
Nope.
Probably pretty surprised that a bolt of force flew through a fireball, though.
Yes, very surprised.
Bum. I'm
Unless he's one of those like sarcastically jaded hobgoblins. I've seen everything.
all right. Arcane Firebolt. Let's do that through the weapon. Oh wait, can I do that?
You've already shot
Yeah.
the Force Ballista.
Wait, that's the other thing is it's a firebolt, so it's a cantrip. Can I use that if I've used my bonus action already? I think so, right?
Is
can only
the
cast
spell
one
a
spell.
bonus action? Or is it a real action?
It's a cantrip that's with extra damage effect. So it's a cantrip.
Yes, but
it's
it's
a
the-
one.
Yeah,
it's
but
an
there are
action.
cantrips that are regular actions and there are
Oh,
cantrips
it's a
that are-
regular action thing.
Okay, then the answer to that is yes. Where? I'll just find it on your sheet. It's a spell?
Arcane. Yeah, it's called Firebolt. It's a
Yeah, but you're shooting it
Cantrip.
through your. You're shooting it through your.
I don't know that you can shoot it through your thing.
No, here's what it is. So it's as if I have a wand because that's the focus. Because remember, the wand is a part of the weapon, even though the weapon can be the focus. So it's basically I'm casting a cantrip, period. And then
Yes.
the arcane part is I get an extra D8 damage. So the question is, can I cast a cantrip after doing a bonus action?
You are treating the cannon as your wand?
It's
Yes, the
it's
focus.
his. Yeah, it's his weapon that's in his hand.
Well, the thing is, it's not in his hand, but...
The artificer, when they have an infused item, can use that as their magical focus.
So you are treating your Force Ballista as your magical focus?
No, it's the handheld infused crossbow weapon.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it's just a visual effect that it looks like it's coming from the weapon,
Yes.
but I'm using the weapon
All
as
right,
my
now
focus.
I'm with you. For some reason, I thought you were shooting at the Force Ballista, and I was like, I don't think that's
No.
how it works.
No.
Yeah, it will hit.
Okay. So then damage-wise, it's there. So it needs a point damage.
No, you'd have to roll an extra D8 on top of that. Then
No, it's calculated in.
it only says it rolled 2d10.
2d10. That's weird. The calculation is supposed. Oh, I guess the math didn't work that way. Okay, so yeah, an extra d8.
Now, what is the D8 coming from?
His ability.
So the
It's his class ability.
artificer has the ability. It's called Arcane Bolt or Arcane something. But basically, it allows him on one attack to do an extra d8 damage
Okay.
on a firebolt
Arcane
type of attack.
Firearm.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
All right, so it's 16 damage total. I thought this damage dice would be able to do the math, but I guess not.
Not in good shape. Ashe Heiral.
All right. Sorry, what was this red square here?
That is a
That's
flaming
my
sphere.
flames. Yeah, that's my flame sphere. You just don't want to end 5 feet. Don't end adjacent to it.
Can I end here?
You'll be adjacent to it.
That's
Yeah, you
You want
adjacent.
to end?
On the other side of him.
Okay,
You'd be
so
fine.
I can go here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Ashe,
Before you stop,
starts-
I want to tell you that the room looks differently when you move here.
Okay.
Because there's
What's it look
2
like?
more hobgoblins waiting for you.
Okay. Brilliant.
I want you to imagine 2 fully armed and armored hobgoblins looking like they've hastily stood up next to a camp where there's a small cook fire going. Very small. The floor has specifically been destroyed so that it's in like a nice little covered area, not a lot of light coming out. Looks like they might be boiling water over it really slowly. Like it's not boiling yet, but there's just water in the pot. They are shocked to have seen the door open, for more people to come in. They're standing and they're just like, what?
Okay.
Still gonna keep charging in?
Ashe is going, before he proceeds, I suppose Ashe is going to say something like, stand down, we have you at disadvantage. If you lay down your arms, we can talk.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
A 9. It's a 6 on the
Instead of
dice.
disarming the situation, you've infuriated them.
Great. Perfect. That
dishonor.
is an Ashe-like move.
Yeah, that... Hey, remember
really
when you were
is.
like, Ashe has such great charisma.
I mean, he has good persuasion rolls. He's got a +6. But-
Well, if he had been like, hey, maybe we should stop fighting, that would have been persuasion. Hey, throw down your weapons. We have you at a disadvantage or we'll kill you, implicitly.
Yeah, I agree. That's intimidation. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that call.
Okay,
I'm
where would
not
you like
questioning
to...
anything.
You're here. You can still keep moving.
Yeah. So,
That was your action, by the way.
that's my action?
Yeah.
Okay. I will...
To stop and intimidate people? Yeah.
Sure. Okay, if you say so.
All right, now you're running back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be caught in the middle of the room. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was me telling them what's up, and then now I'm popping back. I'm like, okay, now we're going to lay down some siege.
That's a funny image. I gotta say, hey, you guys, put down your weapons. Nope. Okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, clearly failed. All right, this hobgoblin runs around the flaming sphere, shuts the door in your face, and you lose sight of him.
Okay.
They do not throw down their weapons.
Okay. I mean, we don't hear it anyway. They might still be doing that on the other side of the door.
Terrel.
Does he end his turn 5 feet next to it?
No.
No? Okay. Damn.
They're smart.
I'm going to move to there. I'll mage hand the door open again.
Okay. The force ballista is shot by the magical trap on the door again.
Sorry, Rob.
That's a heck of a spell, recurring trap.
Oh no! Now it's 8d10 damage.
I don't think it could have taken the basic one anyway.
Nah.
Oh wow, 47 points of damage. So
Oh yeah, it survived.
the force ballista right through the middle, down the barrel, out the other side. The whole thing, like, cogs are popping off, springs go flying across the room, the wheels just fall over as it slowly fades back into immaterialness. The force of the spell is so strong, it carries past the force ballista and drives the spell into the far wall, where there's now, like, an anime-style crack hole where the tip of the iceberg has pierced into it. All right, you can see into the room again. You don't see anything.
Okay, I want to move the sphere.
Yeah.
Hold on. This way until hopefully it runs into something. It can move 30 feet.
So
I guess it can move to here.
okay.
Yeah.
And it only stops if it hits something.
Correct.
Okay. It
Otherwise,
doesn't
it
hit
can
anything. You make
Okay.
it the full way.
Okay.
Now it is casting light, so anyone that enters that room will be able to see into that room.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'll leave it at that.
Lyra Fulbright.
Can we see in this room?
You can now, kind of.
You mean the room that you're in?
Yep.
Nope. The force ballista had the light spell cast on it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Lyra's gonna take the time to painstakingly light her candle so she can see where to go.
Okay, that takes your whole turn because you got to
I
pull it
know.
out and you got to go clicker, 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 clicker.
And she looks really mad when she's doing it.
And you're holding it in one hand, which means you can't use that hand to do stuff.
I know.
It's great. You got to get one of
Can
those
I-
little kobold
after-
hats from World of Warcraft with the candle on the top.
After I light it, can I move over here and try to make Terrel take my candle?
Yes.
I will take the candle.
He needs 2 hands to spellcast, but yes. For somatic components, unless you have Warcaster.
I don't think I do.
Nope, most people don't. It's a great feat, though.
It is amazing.
I have Warcaster.
Well, then you can hold the candle, no problem.
Yeah, but I want to hold my spear.
You can hold the
case
candle
I
and the
need it.
spear.
But
and
I
just
want my
not.
shield.
Okay, Terrel, do you take the candle from her?
I mean, couldn't we set the candle on the ground?
You could.
Would
But
it
she
still
like
be
really
there?
bossily pushes it towards you.
It's kind of passive aggressive.
It's her action.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll take it. That's fine.
Okay. Gizmo.
All right, I can spend a spell slot, and I'm going to start building another force ballista. It takes an action to build.
Okay. Where do you want to build it?
5 feet next to me.
Okay.
So
You got
right.
3 spots.
How do you click? Yeah, it's going to be the one to my left. How do I click that again?
Hold.
Just
There it is. That one right there.
Well, you have control of that. That's your token.
Good call not putting it right in front of the door again.
Yes, it only took me 2 tries to realize that.
Ashe Heiral, the door is now open again after having sped out a magical bolt.
And this time I didn't try and deflect it.
You can't stop the magic, man. You can't stop the magic.
I'm saying I didn't even try this time. I
Well,
was
that's
like,
because you
it's
didn't have a
lost
ready
cause.
to action. All right. As soon as you enter, you see the following, and then you are shot 3 times.
But my lightning quick reflexes will deflect all the blades, all the bolts.
I think we'll let the dice decide that.
I think we need a little bit of a. No, never mind.
So was that the end of Ash's move right there by the door?
No,
this
this is
I
just where the
figured-
ready actions are kicking in.
Yeah, I figured
Gotcha.
this is where I need to wait.
What's your
Oh, nice.
armor
Lots.
class?
It's very high. You couldn't even imagine.
21.
You know, every single tank in D&D always says that shit. Like, I can't just go look at your sheet if you were... What is your armor class, but for real?
infinity.
It's 21. 21.
Okay. Your plate mail and your shield catch all of the incoming fire as lots of longbows start going in your direction. They're all screaming at each other in Goblin and are looking totally panicked at your invasion of their space.
Damn. Which roll was it? Oh, it's a 3d20.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. See, I
So your
told you.
turn.
Told you so. Okay. Let's see. I guess I should actually think about what I'm going to do next. Yeah, I mean, Ash is going to call out and say, all 3 of them are in here, and then dart at the nearest one and engage him with
Okay.
2 sweeping blade attacks.
Well, he actually has a skill that says counter sweeping blade. What he does is he holds his sword perpendicular, so when you try to sweep, it just bounces right off.
Ding ding.
It's a perfect Tetris move. Well, it looks like it actually did counter both of your sweeps.
Nice.
So this guy is not as trained as you are, but he's clearly a very well-trained warrior, and he does deflect your blows with, even though he's basically on the edge of dying, with little effort. You enter into a kind of movie-type sword dance where instead of one person getting scratched and then dying almost immediately, instead it's like a 5-minute duet battle.
Ching, 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 ching.
Right.
Yeah, this
like
is Princess
classic-
Bride, not Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Yeah. I was gonna say Princess Bride. We're fighting out with some chandeliers. Okay. Yeah, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. He is going to pull out a potion and drink it. And while he's doing that, he walks behind you and closes the door.
Am I? No. Okay.
So one of them can still attack you with their bow. The other attacks with their greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
The bow is a 20. It is going to use Goblin Leadership to boost its roll 1d4, which will be enough to make it hit no matter what I roll. Okay, good enough. The goblin looks like he's going to miss with the bow, and then one of the other goblins like encourages him, and the bow straightens out to hit you center armor.
Okay.
He's also going to activate Martial Advantage. So even though he normally deals shit damage, the fact that they're all working together makes him pretty good.
Ah, of course.
That's not correct. The actual damage is 6 plus 17 for 23. So without this sort of knowledge of how your armor works and how your fighting style is, this arrow strike would have been meaningless, but you can see the look in this guy's eye as he identifies a weak point in your armor, and the arrow punches right through your warden's plate mail. I forget what it's called, but like there's a nice flexible point of the armor around the elbow where it just punches right through, and you're like, I got a fucking arrow through my arm. But probably Ashe doesn't sound like that, but that's what happens.
And it was 17
Steel
damage, right?
of the Last Warden, that's what it's called. Correct. The total amount of damage is 23.
Okay.
Because it's 4 plus 2 plus 17. Instead of rolling 3d6, I rolled 3s6, which doesn't do anything in roll 20. It was just a typo. Okay, Terrel.
Is it a full action to put the candle on the ground?
No, I feel like you can just drop that as part of your move.
And does it go out when I do that? Or
No, it's
can it
just a
stay like
candle
that?
on the ground.
Okay.
Just a candle in the wind.
This is super annoying, but I'm gonna mage hand the door open again, and I'm
Okay.
sure it's gonna shoot ice
Yep,
again.
it shoots an ice bolt directly east of it. Pachow.
Okay. If I move here, can I see this guy?
I don't think so. Yeah, there's no chance that your path
Okay.
of vision passes that way.
I can see him though.
Yes, now you can.
Okay. I slam the sphere into this guy,
Okay.
and I go this way, and then
All right. So it stops there. He makes
Yep.
a reflex save. He fails.
he fails. So he
Excellent.
takes 10 fire damage.
Well, he's now somewhat alarmed that a giant ball of fire is cutting off his escape.
And then I will, understanding they're probably going to attack me, back up
Okay.
to there.
He 100% attacks you.
Yep.
+4. I forgot to roll for how much hit points this guy got back from his potion. Alright, well, he critical hits you.
Wonderful.
He gets 5 hit points back when you drink that potion. And he critical hits you for 2d6 plus 2 plus 3d6. Doubled.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, you're about to get absolutely shit wrecked.
Yep.
So it's 46 plus 2 plus 66. So you're running in and out of this door. You take a step back. There's so many ones in there. You would be so dead.
I would have been.
34. Yeah, like this guy, you catch him. It's like he's drinking a Mountain Dew, and he like crushes the potion canister and just back swipes you with a greatsword. It catches you on the face, and you now have a new scar parallel to your eyes on the right-hand side of your body.
Excellent.
Blood is pouring down onto your face, but you are alive.
Just. Ow.
Lyra,
Jump.
you watch Terrel nearly die running out of the room. Like, he turns, he doesn't think anything of leaving his back exposed to a well-trained hobgoblin.
I'm gonna like move over here, and as I pass Terrell, I'm gonna point at him and say, "Stay."
Wow.
And then I want to stand here, and I want to bane all 3 hobgoblins. Charisma save of 13.
Okay. They're okay at this.
I was hoping they wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I said they're okay at this. The answer is they all fail.
yes.
Okie doke. They're all baned. And then I'll just hold my shield up.
What's our effect? What does
They
Bane
take
do?
a minus 1d4 on all their actions.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
good.
annoying.
I mean, it's annoying that the
And
shift
it's
of
usually
Bane can,
effective.
yeah, it can usually turn a very close hit into a miss, which is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, isn't your command null situation? Your like the command ability wasn't that a +4?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about, you said Noel, so I was so confused. You're talking about Hobgoblin Leadership. Yes, is
Right.
a plus 1d4.
I mean,
So
all
Lyra,
these-
you just
all
walk
these,
in and you speak a word, a terrible word to their ears, and they're all like, ah, what the heck? Gizmo.
And that's my turn.
Their turret's back. It's still not sentient, so it's not angry that it just blew up.
Yeah. I think I can only move it 15, but I can't find that. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sneak attack that guy right there. So it's going to be this attack here. Oh, Spring Bro sneak attack damage. I think this is it. Let me see what this is. I set up a little macro. That's only damage. So then we got to see if it hits. I don't even know if it hit.
10 will not hit.
Yeah.
Nope. So physically, the bolt hits the guy you're standing next to, but it just deflects off of the half plate armor.
Okay. And now the Force Ballista will go here in the doorway and then stay where it's at, but shoot him.
Okay. Apparently, Connor is the AP Gaming Reel of drawing. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. The Force Ballista will also miss. It's rough. Again,
Man,
it
this
just
guy's
bounces
tough.
off of that half plate. I mean, that's good armor right there. It's good steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashe Heiral, you're surrounded, and it's really... I don't know. Like, Terrel took a terrible wound, but so far they haven't really been that effective against you.
Well, I would say the last attack was pretty effective. I don't know what you call cutting a man down by a quarter of his life in a single blow or a single attack. Let's see.
Terrel has 8 hit points left from one strike, Connor.
I
They
did
can't
damage.
they can't do anything like that to you.
That's true. I mean, that's true. Yeah, fine, fair enough. All right, Ash's blade will light up and kind of gleam with a ethereal glow or a celestial glow.
Yeah, I understand.
As he
Sting,
divine
its glow
favors,
tells when orcs are near.
as he divine favors his blade, and then he's gonna strike at the hobgoblin behind him.
But which way is behind him?
That quaffed that potion. This
Ah,
one.
the mortally wounded one. Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes.
Alright, well, your first strike fells him with a mighty blow.
Oh. Can I use that second one
Yes.
somewhere else?
Where do you want to put it?
I'd like to
Yeah.
put it on the one that I can reach. So that'd be this guy right here.
Okay. Yep, you hit him
That's
for
a good call.
14. Yeah.
And it's a +4 to that too.
+4 what?
Damage.
Okay. Why?
Okay. Because I cast a Divine Favor upon my blade.
Okay. You're surprised when your first blow strikes the guy's half plate, and the plate just basically fails with a screeching metal render, and you stab deep into his heart. He looks shocked as he tries to go and grab the blade, but you easily bring it out of his chest. And like a viper, you turn and strike the next guy with a greatsword, and it too punctures through his plate.
Sweet. I rolled the d4. Damn it. +1. So 14, 15 damage. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Let me just check something real quick. I'm pondoing.
What happens when the commander falls?
They're gonna set upon Ashe. So there's a grim look to them, and they both begin singing something in Goblin. I mean, I don't know that you've ever seen goblins do this specifically, but you've seen men on the battlefield that know that they're about to die. And this is definitely what they're doing.
Okay. If only we had full Borg.
It's really sad.
You broke into their campsite, you shot the guy without talking to him.
I know.
And then you were like, throw your weapons down or we'll kill you.
Everything you're saying, I know.
His door attacked
Listen,
us.
sometimes I paint the players as the aggressors, but this time I don't have to do that at all. You guys literally just rolled up on these dudes. All right, Connor, you take 8 attacks.
Yeah, no matter what, they shot my cannon first.
They
so.
didn't shoot it. The door has
Door's
a
trapped.
trap on it.
I mean, they should put a sign out front.
Yeah, folks.
I mean, whenever you put a trap,
Somebody put the trap on that door, and they knew how to use it. So
beware
who do
of
you think?
trap.
Did I roll 8 d20? That's
Yes, you did.
twice as many as you need to roll. The 16. Oh, I have Bane, so even if I could hit, I can't hit. All right, so yeah, they're just beating away at you, Ashe. The desperate last strikes of men singing to their death, prepared for the end, for oblivion. Terrel?
If I move here, can I see this guy?
Yes.
Cool. I firebolt.
Okay.
18?
Yep.
Cool. Takes 13 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I will slam the thing into that because it will stop moving once it hits him.
What's your save?
14.
He succeeds.
Takes 7 more.
No, he's good.
Okay. I think does he take half?
He takes half.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take 4. Anything else?
Nope.
Lyra.
I want to figure out why they're singing
Interesting.
or what they're singing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't speak Goblin, but I'll
Yeah,
let
I
you
know,
make a
but
religion check.
I mean, they did have the option to stand down. I'll just say
Nope.
that.
They're words. They're singing them.
Okay.
You've never heard the rites and practices of the hobgoblin people.
Yeah, I know.
Tell them, Lyra. Tell them. If they attacked you, did you see that door?
Do they actually look pretty? No, I haven't seen them attack anybody, but I don't
No,
think I've seen them attack anybody.
that door outrightly killed the inanimate object.
Right?
Well, I know the
right.
door attacked it, but I thought we knew it was a trap.
That's an aggressive move.
Can I see how hurt these guys are?
Well, there's a dead one lying at your feet.
Well, I mean, can I tell? Oh, these two look pretty hurt because I'm.
Yes, they do. The
So
one
it
on
looks
the
like my
left,
companions can take them.
I mean, it seems like Ashe could probably finish them both off in the next 6 seconds.
Okay, then I will go over here to heal Terrel.
So you just turn around and you're like, oh, we got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I
see
mean,
shooting
Terrell
fire.
looks pretty weak. He could trip
Lyra's
and
like,
die.
this is so sad.
Pretty much. Yeah.
This is the worst thing we've ever done. I better go heal Terrell. He could die like these guys are.
I'm just on the floor bleeding, shooting firebolts out of my fingers.
Gizmo.
Well, she kind of feels bad already. I don't think she wants to contribute to the violence.
You did see them attack Ashe.
I
After
literally
Ashe
see,
charged into the room screaming.
Yeah.
Ash is
Screaming.
fine though.
Screaming.
Oh, I
Once-
only heal you for 5. Terrell.
Wow,
that's-
that's rough.
better than what I had.
Yeah.
To be fair,
You're up, Gizmo.
Once committed,
I
have
almost
no
doubled
guilt.
it. Your hit points.
yeah,
All right, so
like a 60%
will-
increase.
I can't sneak attack on that, I don't think. You can't sneak attack with cantrips, right?
Correct.
Range spells. Okay, so I'll use my spring weapon here and sneak on this guy. So let's see if I hit.
All right. So, John, for your sake, someone reminded me that there would have been Bane on that saving throw, and just 1 point would have made it able to hit. So I'm giving the guy the full 3 more damage.
Okay. I forgot about that too.
Okay. 17 will hit. Which one are you hitting? The left or the bottom?
The left.
Okay.
That guy right there.
You shoot through one side of his chest and out the other. You can see him clutching at where his lung used to be as he falls to the floor.
All right. And then I'm actually going to try and think if I've got any other bonus actions that might be worth it. I don't think I do. Because I'd really like to keep that there. So, nope. That'll be my turn.
Ashe Heiral.
Ashe turns around, gives the hobgoblin a look, and says, "If you put down your or wait, no, I'm not going to use my action for that shit."
Yeah, just cut them in half. Say, whoops, say, you had your chance.
Yeah, I mean, if I, yeah. Let's see. Does any of that hit?
No.
I don't think so. Okay.
Wow.
That's it. My turn.
Okay.
Wow, they have really good armor class.
He dances around you, kicks the door closed.
Wait, with the Force Ballista there?
I mean, is your Force Ballista literally sitting, blocking the doorway?
Yeah, that's why I left it there.
Okay. I feel like he closes the door on the Force Ballista just so that the Force Ballista is like messing with the door. You know, like the door's not fully open. And then he attacks Ashe. And before he strikes, he says in common, "My people will remember me, Surfacer, even after I am gone. Can you say the same, coward?"
Of course, I can. And I'm not a coward. I mean, you guys had a trap on your door.
Both attacks miss.
Yeah.
Terrel, your ability to see into the room is limited, and Lyra, your light in your room is now limited as well because the door is half shut.
No, we got a candle on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
got a
forgot
candle.
about the candle. Yes. Okay, never mind.
Define
Mighty
limited. Does that
candle.
mean if I try to attack, they have cover?
Yes. You will have a +3 to armor class.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Yeah.
Cover. How often do you see cover in a D&D game? Like never?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
I had once where a bunch of ambushers had like prepared wooden palisades that when the attack started, they like folded them up and shot behind it. And the players were just like, I don't know, I cast Fireball, I'll kill them all. Yeah, Connor. the word sus has become very popular in games of Among Us because you just say what color somebody is. You're like, red is sus, and then everybody votes them out and kills them. You don't have to explain why that is. You just galaxy brain kill whoever somebody says is sus.
Doesn't sound very galaxy brain to me, but you know.
Well, Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez is playing it like right now with like 500,000 viewers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be real bad. I watch Disguised Toast's Among Us games every single day. It's like a 20-minute compilation show of all of the huge detective plays he does. It's pretty good. He plays with the offline TV group. Terrel, what do you got? Is that +3 to AC too much for you?
Magic missile.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Yeah, that'll do it. What level are you casting it at?
So
It's 3 missiles at level 1.
yeah, 3 missiles at level 1, so level 2 would be 4, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll just do the level 1 for now.
3d4 +3.
Yep.
The missiles streak unerringly into the room.
+3, so 11 damage.
He is wounded as you shoot him in the back.
And
Lyra.
then
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. You
that's,
still got-
no, it's okay.
You still got your flaming sphere.
Yeah,
Why
well,
don't you
if
go
I
over
move
there
it,
and bounce it into him?
no, I mean, because I'll potentially really kill people. I'll just leave it there for now.
Okay. Lyra.
I'm gonna try to fix Terrel again since I did a bad job doing it the first time.
I mean, percentage-wise of my health, it was a good heal. I just don't have a
Yeah,
lot.
15.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm not a bad healer. That's what was annoying. I'm good at that spell.
That's like
Gizmo.
Ashe saying he's not a bad fighter.
Oh, I've taken out how many of these hobgoblins?
Well, for one thing, you're not a
Shots
fighter,
fired.
you're a paladin, but okay.
I know, fighter type, you know.
Magic fighter.
Gizmo.
Yeah.
I'm a gish.
No, you're not a gish.
Pretty sure it's a gish.
Paladins are not gishes.
What?
Not even close.
Really?
That's
What
not.
is a gish?
A gish is a sword mage.
I thought it was any magic
to
and
be a
magic
gish,
caster in
you
combat.
must be a sword class and a magic class.
Okay.
Paladins are such a weak magical class, they do not count as gishes. And they're not arcane casters to begin with.
Yeah, there's not really a good gish in my opinion in D&D, but
Okay. You shoot him in the back and kill him.
18 hits? Okay.
We
Those
will
guys were
deal with the
surprisingly tough.
consequences of your actions when we return from the break in about 8 minutes. Surprise, there won't be any consequences. You murdered them and now you get to take all their stuff.
Woo! What are you talking about? Random encounter. They were evil creatures.
Wow.
We don't